All right, guys, welcome back. So thankfully, a couple of you reached out to me. Somehow the website on the last video that we did on the Kalash, that wasn't for that list. And I'm not sure how exactly that happened. So I do apologize for that. Again, I don't exactly know how to explain that, but basically what it did was it took a list from I think it was one of the ARs. It took that list and put it as the Kalash. So I think that last one, Lloyd Dow, you were actually chosen. I apologize. That was not the correct list. That was a list that went to another item. So it's one of those days, guys. It feels like a Monday. It's really just a Sunday. So I'm sending the text now to everybody that participated in the actual item. So again, for those of you who watched the last video on the Kalash, that video was not correct. Again, I don't even understand how that happened, but it did. So there's not really anything I can do to go back on that. I'm not deleting the video. I'm not doing anything like that. I'm leaving it up. I did edit it to void it, just so everybody knows. That last video that we did on the Kalash it wasn't the Zev. It's Zero Delta AR was what that one was for. And when I was typing the list, it felt familiar because I do type everybody's names, and it felt like I had done that one before, but wasn't 100% sure. I should have stopped and checked. But again, for those of you that reached out, thank you, because I would have just kept moving along and skipped an entire video for a group. So again, one more time, so everybody's clear. The last video I did of this Kalash was not for this. Somehow we're revamping the website and doing a lot of new stuff in the background. Somehow it took an AR-15, that Zero Delta one, the list, and labeled it as a Kalash. So I don't know. Hang on. Excuse me, I got the Rona. All right, let's try this again. The upcoming reviews are everything goes and stays even in a sold out state until we do the video. Once we do the video, it gets moved to the past reviews. The past reviews where everything stays for all of eternity, and it's where you come back and post your review if chosen. Now, this is an FFL item, so we'll ship this to an FFL. Once you receive the item, we ask that you do your review within 3 to 5 business days. In the event you cannot do it in 3 to 5 days, communication is key. You have as much time as you need, as long as you communicate, all right? So let's say we ship it out. You're ready to post your review. How do you do it? Use the search function, search your last name, click on the item you want to review, click on the review, follow the prompts, and post your review. As far as the body of the review goes, there's no script. There are, however, a few things we have to make sure we achieve in order for it to count as an actual review. 3 to 5 sentences minimum, honesty, professionalism, and tell us why. Why did you feel the way you did? You do those few things, guys, and you're done. Your obligation to review the pew is complete. It will not show up on the website right away because technically anybody can comment on this review spot. So I go through and delete the random comments and just approve your reviews. So if it doesn't show up right away, don't stress, right? Before we move on, even though I probably don't deserve it today because I fucked up like twice now. What is Review the Pew? Just remember, we grow by word of mouth. There's a lot of stuff going on in the back end, guys, right now. A ton of shit. Purchases, setting up new customers, setting up new vendors, all that. You notice the shop will be live. I think it's partially live right now. There's no products on there. But I just placed massive orders with a couple big distributors. For being a Review the Pew member, you're going to get a discount compared to what's out there. It'll be under MSRP every time. So you guys are going to see pretty good improvements out there for yourselves just for being a member. But again, this explains the way the website operates. So remember that it's there. It's easier for you when you're trying to promote the page for me. Drop this in the comments so people can read about it, all right? Now, let's look at the correct list. I think. Just kidding. It is the correct list. This list is put together based on purchase timestamps. So that means for you is whenever you click to purchase, that is where you're seated. Now, this list is the first layer of randomization in the process because nobody can predict when somebody's going to click purchase, but this list is going to change. So again, for those of you that watched the last video and received the text, I don't understand how it happened. Websites aren't really my thing. I've got guys that build mine along with a lot of other big gun manufacturers that you guys all know the names of. They build theirs too. They're very smart. when it comes to that stuff. I am not. So I do not know how to explain how it exactly did that, but I'm going to have them look into it and figure it out. So this is the correct list. Let's get back up to the top here. When I click this, well, maybe when I click this button, it does a few things. One, it gives me how many items or viewers we potentially have. It then shuffles everybody's name and assigns a random number to them. So that's your second and third layer of randomization in the process. You obviously see that we cannot fit everybody on one frame here. So we'll come down to 53. Let that sit for long enough for the YouTube to pick it up with hopefully decent clarity. It's hit or miss with them sometimes. Then come down to right there. Let that sit for a few seconds as well so you guys can see all that. All right. With 68 being our magic number, I will come over here and refresh this a few times. The reason I do this is simply to show you that we are, in fact, working with a clean slate. And I'm sure people will complain about me screwing up, guys. This shit's live. I don't have a way to fix it sometimes. So when I click generate, that'll give us a number. That number will correspond with the name on the previous screen. That name will be the individual reviewing this item for us. Please don't forget, guys, like, share, comment, subscribe to the YouTube so that way you get notified there. It's much faster than texts and much more reliable. All right, let's try this again. Number 4 of 68. Number 4 of 68 is Michael Caudell. The new Kalash 9mm out of 68. 4 was chosen for review, and 4 is Michael Caudell. I'll send you an email, Michael, the next couple of days to respond to get the opportunity. To everybody else, thank you all so much for your support. Again, the last video was not even this list. It was the wrong list, and I don't know how I pulled that off, but I did. Again, thank you for everybody who reached out and told me about that. Michael, I'll send you an email in a couple of days. Thank you.